Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Space Engineers, episode 12. My name's Andy K. As you can see, I'm in the mining ship, and I'm on a lake. I'm about 24 kilometers away from our base, I believe. Yeah, something like that, 24, 25 kilometers away. Took a while to find it, and I depleted the batteries on the miner while I was doing it. So I'm sitting here letting the batteries recharge, but I wanted to pop in real quick and let you know this is a nice big lake. If you've never played Space Engineers before, this is what you can expect on the planets. None of them have what we would call oceans, and all of the lakes are actually ice. So, pretty good source of ice. And back at the base, I built a new thing that requires ice to make it run. So that's why I came out here to find this lake in the first place and get it some ice and take it back to the base so I can make all the things. But also, the nanites are making some great progress. They're actually down to just needing the concrete to finish off those blocks, and once that's all done, then we can start building the rest of the buildings. I'm actually going to start by putting the floor in building 2, because that's kind of an important thing. And then the next 3 building frames will go up pretty quick. Once they're done, I want to get the crew quarters, the garage, and the command building built so that I can get conveyor connections up to all those buildings in the front. And then the only other building left to put up would be the hangar for the big miners, which are considerably larger than even this one. So that's where we're at currently. I just wanted to pop in real quick and show you what I found here with the lake. It's actually a very pretty spot. I may build an outpost of sorts here, since we'll probably need quite a bit of ice to fuel the space exploration once we get to it. So look for that to happen at some point in the future, because there is quite a lot of ice here. There's no telling how deep it is. Usually these lakes are fairly deep before you hit stone. But anyways, I will be back shortly when I've collected some ice and get it back to the base, and I'll show you what I'm using it for. Okay, till then, hang loose. Okay, I'm back. And I've got 27,000 ice in here. This is a special assembler. It's a geothermal assembler, and it only makes one thing, which is geothermal cells, and they are for get another one made here, and I will show you what they're for. Okay. They are for this. This is the geothermal plant with its nice purple smokestacks there. Anyways, you put the geothermal cells into the reactor here. It starts emitting smoke, and up to 320 megawatts. Awesome. So it's a pretty good source of backup power. And since the fuel is just ice converted in one of these things, it actually is relatively inexpensive. Just a couple of those cells under steady use doesn't really last all that long. It's only maybe a full day, maybe a day and a half, especially if you're doing like I do and run a nanite control factory, which I had turned it off because I'd run out of fuel and I didn't want to continue using all of my ice that I had in the oxygen generator. But now that I have loads and loads of ice, I can actually put quite a bit more in here, even more than what I've got there. Cobalt is still refining. 132,000 ice there. There's 90,000 ice there. 541,000 ice there. Got 928 ice in the extractor. 216,000 ice in that connector. And yeah, 22,000 ice in the assembler there, which is churning out those cells. Exciting times. It's a fairly decent backup energy, I think. But feel free to leave a comment. It is a modified block, but I have 116 mods in this particular Let's Play, so I don't think mods are going to really kill me. Anyways, we are down to 2,700-ish construction targets left. It is directing all 16 of our assemblers to manufacture fresh concrete. And as you can see, pretty much almost all of these module upgrades are done. The only ones that aren't finished are these last few power efficiency. There we go. Churning through that gravel. And the quicker that I get that done, then the quicker we can get started on other things. Because I really want to get that particular part of things finished. Or at the very least to the point where I don't have any gravel. And I don't have any stone at the present time to make gravel. Also, I did go with the darker color, because as you can see, the white blocks that label each of these shows up really good with the darker color. I like that look. And earlier when I was flying in from the lake, it looked really good back here. The only part that doesn't look so good is the lack of buildings up here on these foundations. But we'll get to it. We will get to them for sure, for sure. In fact, once all this stuff here is done, see, it's got all of its small steel tubes. It just needs the fresh concrete to be finished. Once this part is all finished up, we can go back here. I'm not sure how far this has gotten. Okay, it hasn't gotten that far. Okay, it has gotten that far. And we're right in this area. Looks like it's working here close by. I'll bet you it's doing these bits right here down along this side. Maybe. But it does seem to have most of this area done. Like I said, aha, there's a block that's not finished yet. There's another one. The nanites work from most recent to oldest, as far as block placement goes. So that makes it sometimes a little bit confusing, the order that it's going. But it looks like this whole entire back part is pretty much done. So that means it should be moving up towards the front here soon. Yeah. Yep. Those are done. Sweet. Of course, I don't remember now at this point what order I used to lay this out. But that is the way it will go. I'm pretty sure I did that one over there. Anyways, it's going to do these smaller street areas, I think, first before it gets started on this part here. And I probably don't have enough gravel for everything here to make the concrete for all of it. I don't know for sure. But anyways, that is actually a big chunk of it done. Because when you look at it, that's probably close to half anyways. And when it's got a good supply and is able to produce, they do work pretty quick. So yeah, we're down now to just about 2,600 and still churning away at the fresh concrete. So I would say for sure by the next episode, and I'm hoping to get that out tomorrow, Thursday, but I'm not entirely certain. I have to leave town Thursday evening. And given the length of time that it takes for these videos to render, unless I can get it recorded very early in the morning and start it rendering like very early in the morning, I will probably run out of time before I have to leave. So, because I have to leave at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I sometimes follow these things just to see where they're working. It gives me an idea, kind of. So they're over here in this corner. Alright. It would appear that they're doing the center first. They've not yet got to these. There's one where they ran out and sent partial. And that does happen. There's another one with partial. So it's working this way. Oh well, that must just be the way I did it, so. Okay. There it is. Slash for a second. Brand new, and then it builds itself. So there's a partial. It just brought 24 concrete to that block. That one's filled in. That one is not. And that one's partially filled in. Yeah, the nanites do pretty good working away once they have the supplies they need, especially with the upgrades I've got, because I'm able to do up to 9 streams. So if I had just gob tons of fresh concrete in here, it would be sending out 9 full streams at a time. Right now, because of the limited supply, it's not hitting that full 9 streams all the time. But as you can see, we're dropping here pretty quick. In a good solid game day of running the nanites, I can with ample supplies, they can churn through about 1,000 blocks. So by that gesture, in 3 game days, I should be completely finished with all the blocks, as long as I have enough gravel. And we can check our gravel status right now. I've got 34.4 thousand there in that connector. And then everything else is in the assemblers. So I'm almost certain I will need more gravel before I'm done with the concrete. But the refinery is churning away at cobalt. And when it's done with the cobalt, it will start churning away at the nickel. And that's just kind of the way it goes. So, well, this has been a short episode, but I think it's enough for now. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.